Welcome to the World United. Welcome to the World United.
And now we shall move on to our next speaker. So our next speaker is Kanchan Sharma. A quick introduction. Kanchan has been a spiritual person all along, right from her early age. She was initiated into Reiki at the age of 17. Then she mastered the art of tarot reading. Since then, the thirst for deepening her spiritual understanding has been ever increasing. She practices counseling, different healing modalities like Reiki, hypnotherapy, breakthrough coachings, and past life regression, subconscious programming, to name a few. Her main forte is reprogramming limited beliefs and patterns that has been handed to us through generations, and that is how she would like to serve the planet. Building new and healthy beliefs, reconciling people with their personal power that is hidden, and that is something she really likes to do. Over to you, Kanchan. Looking forward for your share.
Thank you so much for that lovely introduction. And I would like to thank each and every speaker who has spoken so far. Amazing learnings. I mean, there is so much to learn from each and every person. I'm really thankful for this whole event and for including me as a speaker in the first place. And I really look forward to the other speakers and what they have to share as well. For me, today, my topic is holistic healing, holistic health rather. And I think everybody has spoken about holistic health, right from the first speaker to Dr. Sarah here. And I was just wondering, I mean, so everything is covered now. What else do I have to say? I mean, what else should I add? Everybody has covered every little aspect of holistic health and healing so beautifully. Nevertheless, I'm going to start with my bit and I will share whatever it is that I feel like sharing today. So, yes, we all are aware that holistic health is important and that it has a lot of value and it is something which is not to be ignored, especially at this point in time where we are heading towards ascension and we are heading towards that global transformation. Now, in my opinion, what is this global transformation? That unity consciousness, the world peace, I think it all begins from us, from within. And that is where we need to understand these little things about ourselves, right? So I'm going to just break the whole concept of holistic healing down in a layman's term and explain whatever I have to. So if you look at the word holistic, I mean, everybody knows that it's described in the Cambridge Dictionary as dealing with or treating the whole of something or someone rather than just the parts. And when we talk about health, the first thing that comes into mind is basically the physical health, the physical body. Even today, if you talk about health, or if you play that rapid fire round with somebody and you say health, you visualize a person who's healthy and fit and somebody who goes to the gym and has a beautiful body. And it's all about the physique, it's all about the physical body. But is it just about the physical body? What about the other aspects of being a human? What about the emotions? What about the mind? What about the spiritual aspect of being a human? So for me, holistic health is nothing but a compilation of everything put together: your physique, your mind, your emotions, your spirituality. So when we take into account all these things and when we work on all these things in totality, that's when we can say that we have a holistic health approach. Am I correct? So when you work on your physique, it becomes your physical health. You work on your mind, it becomes your mental health. You work on your emotions, it becomes your emotional health. And when you work on your spirituality, you connect to the divine. You call it the source, you call it God, you call it creator, the great white light, whatever name you want to give it. When you develop yourself towards that direction, it becomes your spiritual health. Now, I know we all are aware about certain principles and certain things about our body, especially the chakras. Everybody is well aware of the seven chakras, the seven major chakras that we have in the body. The reason why I'm incorporating or including this bit of information is because we need to really understand how in sync and connected and intertwined all these things are. So when we talk about the seven chakras, Dr. Sarah just beautifully explained how the aura functions, how we carry this aura with us all along, all the time. We have this energy field around us. And yes, I would like to add on to that that whenever we meet a person, before us interacting with that person verbally, that energy interacts with the other person. Has it happened with you sometime that you're sitting in a room full of people and suddenly you just feel that somebody has walked in? You don't look at the door, you are busy talking to your friends, and you just feel that somebody has walked in. That's their energy communicating with you. That's the energy body talking and expressing its presence to your energetic field. Now, what is this energetic field? What is this aura? If we even break it down in a simpler way, this aura is divided into different layers of the body, right? Your physical body, actually, in my understanding, is the seventh layer. It's the last layer of your body. Apart from this layer, there are six other layers to the body. The sixth layer being the mental, the emotional, and the other four layers being the spiritual layers. I'm not getting into the details of it because this then would become a different topic on its own. However, to understand and to practice or to take an holistic approach to your health, it is important to understand this basic functioning of the body. So, your body is not just your physical body. That's the first thing we need to understand. Because when we talk about health, it is always about the physical body, it's always about being physically fit. It's about losing weight, it's about gaining weight, it's about just having a nice physique, a body without diseases. So, the first thing here that we need to understand is that you do not just have a physical body, you also have six other layers of the body. The mental body and the emotional body are equally important as your physical body. And so are the other four layers, which I'm going to club together as your spiritual body. So, when you cater to all these four aspects of your body, that's when you can say that you have a holistic approach. How does this work? I'll share a small example. Say, for example, you feel, I mean, each one of us has felt sad at some point of time in life, some point of time. Maybe a heartbreak, maybe, something to do in school or college, or maybe you must have experienced tremendous grief because you lost a loved one. We all have felt sad at some point of time in our lives, right? So think about it. Just reflect on this thing for a minute. When you feel totally sad inside of you, when you are absolutely grieving, or when you are just sad about something, is it possible for you to think happy thoughts? Yes, for those who are spiritually inclined and who understand that their emotions are there to teach and help them grow. It is possible for such people to actually go ahead and learn from their emotions, grow, and think happy thoughts. However, normally for a person, if, like, say, for example, me, if I am feeling sad, it's practically not possible for me to really have happy thoughts. I can't be listening to peppy music. My choices automatically get directed towards all the sad songs. I start to feel the lyrics. I want to cry with the song, right? Happens with most of us. So when you feel a certain emotion very strongly inside of you, it's not possible to think in a different direction. Your emotions direct your thoughts, is what I understand. When I am feeling something very strongly, I think about that thing and think on those lines only. These thoughts then feed my body, because what I think, I speak to myself mentally. I speak to myself, I question my self worth, as Dr. Dempsey also mentioned that people start questioning their self worth. Why me? Why this? Why that? Why has this happened with me? All of this happens because of that feeling inside the head, right? So when I start questioning myself, when I'm feeling sad or low and I'm thinking on those lines, that is what I'm feeding my body. My body stores that energy. It is then deteriorating my soul. At the soul level, I start to get disconnected from the divine or the source slowly, step by step. It's a vicious cycle. And when my soul is not aligned with myself, how can I feel happy? So it's a very vicious cycle, it just goes on and on and on until you understand that these emotions, these feelings are here to help you grow, are here to teach you, are here to help you understand what is it that you need to look at and what is it that you need to learn from maybe your past, your present, or whatever situation is happening around you. When you break this cycle, only then can you change this circle. Only then can you change at any level and snap out of it like that. That's where spirituality comes in. That's where your connection to the divine, that's where your meditation practices, your spiritual practices, your inner peace, all of it comes in here. This is where it all begins, right? So, if you want to really take a holistic approach to your health, to your own self, it's very important to first understand what do you do with your emotions. A lot of people I know run away from their emotions. A lot of people I treat or I work with just want to, sidetrack their emotions. They want to divert their attention. And I'm sure this has happened with us also a lot of times, that whenever we felt something very strongly, we try to divert our attention onto something else. We work, we become workaholics. We want to work, we want to focus on other things, and we just don't want to feel that feeling of hurt and pain again, because obviously it hurts, right? So, diverting your attention is not the solution. I've always believed, and yes, I've learned it the hard way, that until and unless you sit with your emotions, until and unless you feel your emotions fully, until and unless you allow your emotions to consume you, they are not leaving. My friend, they are not leaving you, they're not going anywhere. So it is very important to first understand how can you invest your time and energy on all these four aspects of yourself to be living a holistic life, to be working on yourself inside out, and to be elevating, growing, raising your frequency, raising your vibration day after day. So it all starts with your emotions, your beliefs, your programmings, your um, ideals that were fed into you when you were born. Some things we learn from our mother's womb, some things are given to us by communication, by in the way of fear, our cultural conditioning, our social conditioning, our family conditioning. All these things play a very important role in shaping us as a person. Of course, we have our parents' DNA. That's definitely a definite thing that shapes us. But apart from that, all these things as well contribute in making us who we are today. But the question is, do we actually need all those things today? Do we need them right now? Do we need these beliefs? Do we need these patterns? Are they serving us for our highest good? And because it is not serving you for your highest good, that's when these disbalances, these disturbances happen in the emotional and energetic field. Now, for example, if my mother tells me that you have to do this because this is how it is supposed to be, and I know that it's not going to work for me, I will start feeling a certain emotion about it, right? I will start feeling either sad or angry or frustrated or irritated. And because it's my mother, I can't say anything to her. I will just start suppressing it, repressing it. And because of those emotions which don't come out in the open, which I can't convey, and because I suppress a lot of my anger, I develop thyroid issues because I can't take a stand for myself. I can't speak my truth. I'm not able to say that, no, mom, you're wrong. This does not work for me. I can't say that to her. And over a period of time, when this energy keeps stuffing inside you, it keeps stuffing inside your body, it will have to come out as a disease sometime in your physical body, because energetically you've been stuffing it and stuffing it and stuffing it, and now the physical body just cannot take it anymore. That is how it's showing you that it's time to stop. That's when these diseases come into picture. That's when these diseases come into your physical body, because they want you to understand that there is some energy, there is some emotion, there is a certain feeling that has been suppressed, that has not been looked at for a long time, and that needs to be looked at right now. You need to learn from it and you need to grow. So once we start understanding these little things about our own body, our own structure, that's when we can say that we are heading towards our evolvement. Like everybody was mentioning, self realization, self actualization is really far away. But we can simply start by understanding and accepting ourselves the way we are. This one thing, acceptance, is something that we lack a lot because we search for that acceptance from others. We search for that validation in others. That's one thing we need to understand, that we have to first accept ourselves. We have to first invest in ourselves. That's when everything outside of us will fall in place. That's what true spirituality teaches us, right? According to me, that's my opinion. Forgive me if I may be wrong. Now, when we talk about holistic health, I would like to take a few moments and make you think. What do you think blocks your ability to take a holistic approach to your life or your health? What do you think are the major blocks that don't allow you to look past your physical body, or that don't allow you to incorporate the other aspects of the human being? One definitely is our conditioning. It's our social conditioning, it's our cultural conditioning. It is to some extent our parental conditioning as well. However, if you look at the general scenario today, it is also the sedentary lifestyle that people go through. There is like literally almost zero workout, a lot of stress, a lot of worry, a lot of anxiety, and then there is social media, social pressure. Everybody wants to go to Paris or New York or Rome or Russia or wherever and do whatever everybody is doing, because that social pressure, that need to be to fit in, to be accepted, to be validated is so strong. Like when I work with young people, like people who are younger to me, it really makes me feel sad, because all they want to do is just be influencers and have 300K followers or 1 million followers and 5 million followers, without really understanding what is their true value in life, understanding what is it that they truly believe in, what is it that makes them truly happy. Without really understanding all these things, it's just going in the same direction. The social pressure, the increasing pressure because of social media has led to additional load of stress and anxiety and worry, and not to mention unnecessary expenses as well. Now, everything said and done, how can you take a holistic approach, and how can you make sure that you are investing in yourself? How can you make sure that you practice being whole every single day? So holistic health is nothing but accepting your whole self, your entire energetic field, your energy bodies, your emotions, your mind, your spirituality, everything. Because of our emotions, a lot of us are actually dealing with mental issues. We are going through a lot of disturbed states of mind. We are anxious, we get into depression, and so many things happen because we're not able to deal with our emotions in the right way. So what is it that we can do? Three simple things that I want to share with you today. Three simple things you can do to make sure that you are evolving and growing and raising a vibration every single day. One is invest your time and energy equally. If you take care of your physical body, invest your time and energy in taking care of your mental and emotional and spiritual bodies as well. Like Mr. Bhosle also said, that cleaning your mind is very important. Cleaning your mental clutter is very important. It's not just the physical body or the mind, but you have to be able to clean your physical body, your mental body, your emotional and your spiritual bodies. How will you do that? Obviously, start taking care of your emotions. Start accepting them for what they are, instead of running away or diverting your attention from them. Sit with them, be with them, and look at what is it that you have to learn from this emotion or this situation or this person. When you start doing it, automatically a lot of mental load eases. For your mental clarity, you always have meditation practices, you always have different ways, breathing, yoga, pranayama, you have so many things. For your spiritual, and these will automatically also help you with your spiritual connection. So invest your time and energy equally on all four aspects of yourself. Consider them as the four pillars of you as a human. The second thing I would suggest is at least have one person who you can talk to. It could be a friend, it could be a family member, it could be any cousin, sibling, anyone, somebody who you trust 1000%, somebody who you can be open with, somebody who you can share all your joys and sorrows with, somebody who you know won't judge you, somebody who you can be your vulnerable self with. So have this one person, because communication really helps. When you talk about something, half of the load goes away. So have this one person at least in your life who is there for you unconditionally. And the third thing that I would suggest is be that one person for somebody. Be that one unconditional support, be that one shoulder to lean on, be that one person who somebody can trust, be that one person who does not judge, who does not reject, who does not um, question, who's just there. Be that container for somebody to open up, to release, to vent, to share their joys and their sorrows. When you do that, you inspire others to do the same. This is how we start and create a ripple effect, right? This is how we come to our mission of creating one earth, because this is the ultimate truth. We are all one. So be that one person for somebody and start this chain. That is all I had to share for my topic. And I think I've taken quite a lot of time. So I'll stop here. Thank you for patiently listening to me. I hope this made a little difference in your life. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kanchan. I like that thing that you said, face your emotions. Don't run away from it. Deal with it. I'm sure all of us have ways to run away from it, distractions, and also that one person that you can tell anything to and be that person to somebody else. That's such a beautiful way of making a difference in people's life as well as our lives. Thank you so much for sharing all the beautiful thoughts you shared. They are so meaningful, and when applied, I think you can live an amazing life. Thank you so much, Kanchan. Our token of appreciation for you as well. This is from World United, and on behalf of World United, I'd like to show this to you. The World United presents certificate of speaker to Kanchan R.K. Sharma for being an esteemed speaker in the Global Transformation Festival. Thank you so much for being on this platform, and thank you for all the wisdom that you've shared with us right now.
Thank you once again.